Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. Today's topic is gonna be how to buy stock for beginner. This topic might be a very foundation level, I would say, for most of you. However, it is worth to review foundation before you can actually go on any advanced level. And recently, I have came across that some foundations are missing, right? So this is why I want to kind of give newer audience or reach newer audience at the same time. I want to review some very basic concept so that we are aware of it, and at least in later on in our investing journey we can take advantage of it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. My name is Amit Maurya, and anything that I am saying, please use this as a education purpose only. Do not take my advice as this is what you should do or you must do. Just like anything on internet, do not take anything seriously. Just get the knowledge and make your own decision. Okay, but so that was disclaimer. So let's get started. So let's say you're a new investor and you want to buy stock. Where should you start, and what should you do, and what is stock to buy? Because there's a lot of things that out there, and right, I want to make it simpler, basically. So very first thing you should do is open a brokerage account, right? I'm gonna give you a couple example of brokerage account, right? Which is could be your Robinhood. Here's a public, right? You have to have an app. Download it either Android or Apple. You can also get Webull. There's a Charles Schwab, and there's M1 Finance. Right? These are the some of the platform that you can buy, open an account where through these companies you can actually buy and sell the stock that you might be interested in. There are obviously a lot more, like Vanguard, Fidelity, Introductory Broker, E-Trade, Stash, Titan, you name it. There's like a lot of them, but just pick one platform. So I'm just for simplicity sake, I'm gonna basically focus on these fours, and I'm gonna explain to you the reason why do I have more than one, and maybe why you should consider more than one account, right? So let's get that. So now you signed up, right? Sign up is always free. Okay, so once you get sign up and your account is open, next thing you want to do is actually gonna basically ask you to how do you want to confirm your account. You need to have a bank account, obviously. So that's how once your bank account, you can do instant confirmation if you have your login, username and password for your bank. If not, you'll have to put in the routing number and account number. Then they'll deposit some money. You'll have to confirm it. Okay. Once you pass that, the next thing you can obviously log in to your account. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna find your favorite stock, right? Just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna pick a stock that I think everyone probably knows. I'm gonna pick Apple, right? Let's say I want to buy Apple stock, right? There's two things you can do. You can buy the entire one stock, one share, or you can buy fraction. Okay, fraction it means like I only have, let's say the stock Apple right now is, right, Apple is $121.48, and you don't have the whole amount. What you can do, you can buy fraction, meaning whatever money, let's say you have $50, so you can maybe buy less than half of the share. Okay, so that's the next thing you do. So for that, let's say you want to use Robinhood. So stock market usually normally opens around 9:30 to 4 o'clock Eastern time, New York Stock Exchange. So let's say I'm in that time, I can do, hey, I want to buy in shares and I want to buy one share, and here it will give me the price, right? 121.48. This is what they're quoting me. Of course, right now I'm recording this on Sunday, therefore the market is not open, therefore right, I don't have the best price, so it's probably gonna be, it's queued as a limited price. But you should really do a market price when the market is open. And right now it shows me that I only have $49.23 buying power. Therefore, I can't really buy it. It's gonna ask me that, hey, not enough buying power, I need to deposit money, or I can just purchase this much share, right? If I want it, and all I have to do is just say review order, right? See, right now the market is closed, so it's gonna say convert to limited order. Right, I can actually place this order, so I can also allow this extended. I have right now Robinhood Gold. This is why they are allowing me to do the extended hour. So so I have to do this, and where's dollar at? I thought I did this. Oh, excuse me. Limited share. Buy limit price, number of share, let's say 0.4. Oh, 0.4. Oh, I guess I can't. It doesn't allow you to, I guess, buy limited right now for some odd reason. But if you do that, it will allow you to do that. Let's buy something that will allow me. Let's say Ford. Right, I want to allow this share, one share. What is that? $12.25. So this is in advance, right? And then you can do buy. All right, then this is just my password. I'm using my website, so I need to confirm my 2-digit that this is me. 2-factor authentication, and that should be done. That's it. All right, guys, so now you can actually go to your portfolio and you can look at what you have bought and what you have sold. So there should be 4 there, right here. See, right now it shows me 0 share because right now this is queued. When the market open, first thing it's gonna do is gonna try to buy 1 share of Ford stock. Okay. And then all these negative that you see right now is actually I'm losing money. So that's another thing you need to worry about. Do not freak out. It's a newbie. It is very, very easy to get panic. Buy it and hold it until you make profit. And then the profit is, I would recommend you to minimum do not take any profit less than 15%. When you see 15%, after that make your decision. Do you want to continue to hold it or do you want to sell it? If not, just leave it. Don't. As soon as you sell it, then yes, you basically realize that this is how much money you have lost. Otherwise, just leave it. Eventually, it will go up. Okay, if you bought any share that is worth it. So most of these are in red. You can also see. This is how you can see different today's return, total return, equity. Right. This is how much money I have. With them last price, right, and then how much changes. It goes ups and down, right, and then it kind of shows you it gives you a chart how's your account been doing over time. If you look at my all, right, I had 5,000 and around 5,000 has been my mark. This is actually the crash, guys, so this is why you see went all the way to down, and then I've been slowly building up my portfolio again. This is exactly what I'm telling you. Do not panic. This is what happened. I panicked right here. Actually, I didn't really panic because I was actually buying a house, so I wanted to get my money out. This is what happened here. And if you look at my 3 months, right, over time, this is all I have done. I bought and I hold it, and I have gained 77%. That's literally one strategy that you can follow. It's a newbie. It will work. Okay. So same concept with public. You can just open your app. If you have money, right, you can buy it. Same thing with Diebold. Charles Schwab, same thing, right? If you are to go here, let's do F for Ford. Actually go to research. Let's do F here. So what I like about Charles Schwab, they give you actually very nice free research tool. This is why I would highly recommend that you should also have Charles Schwab. And they give you their ratings. So if you go ratings, right now they're telling you rating history 31 to 71, market perform. C, people are saying to hold, right? And here they are showing you that $12.27, how the price has been going up and down. And there are other in the market, right, that are similar you can buy, which is the AutoNation, Genuine Part, Lowe's Company, Target, and these are much better buy for you at this time. So it kind of helps, saves you if you're newbie and you don't know what stock to buy. A means, of course, it's good, like it's a grading system, okay? F means you should stay away. C means, all right, there's some improvement, right? It's a C student, right? So you can also, there's another thing you can actually become, which is called dividend investor, which means companies actually pay dividend. And it's like you own a stock, and then company every month or quarterly or a yearly, depend. There are certain companies, they'll give you a certain amount of money for holding. All right, so let's review. Make sure you understand so far. Open a platform, right? Open a brokerage account on a platform. So I just gave you at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different brokerage. Here's M1, and then fund it, then buy it, okay? And then hold it. Do not be going around and selling, right? Just hold it. It is, you're not an expert, neither am I an expert, and there are plenty of people who are not expert, right? Buy and hold will probably serve you well until, and meanwhile, keep on learning about the stock market, how you can maybe eventually learn to adopt one of the strategy, which is like maybe income driven or dividend growth strategy or swing trade strategy, or eventually maybe you can graduate to, I guess, day trading, which I would highly recommend stay away from. But you know, sometime, hey, if there are different people, different need and different way of doing it, right? I would say stick with dividend growth, right? Maybe, or swing trade. That will probably serve you well, right? Here's an example of, this is a portfolio. Here you can actually make a portfolio, meaning like you can create a basket, and then you can bundle all your stock at once, and then just keep every month, whenever you have, just put your money in there, right? Once you put your money, it will automatically go and then buy those stock, and you don't have to do much. So what I'm saying by that, if you look at my funding history, here's on M1 Finance, I made an account, of course, and then I did my I made my basket, my portfolio, right? And then I allocated how much money I want to go in each. So in 2019, right, this is how much money I have put in so far. So if you look at holdings, right, these are all 67 holdings that I have so far. I have cost base is this thing, my value is this, and here unrealized gain is this, okay? So here are activities, right? This is what I'm talking about when I say dividend, right? Every month I'm getting money from different corporations for owning part of their stock, and I just don't sell anything, okay? And then here's what I meant when I said I have different sectors, right? Because you have energy, you have finance, industrial, real estate, different corporation, right? And then let's pick technology, tech, right? Here's Apple, of course. Here's Microsoft, Oracle, Alphabet, Accenture, right? These are companies that I've set up, right, out of my 10%. See, everything is 10% actually. This should have been 10%. This is 12%. Oh, actually I increased it, I guess, but mostly around 10%. And 10% is, and then I allocated, right, 26, 24, 15, right, based on what I thought the company would go. Okay, so I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any question. So thank you.